template. The next step, as always I do, is to add the project to a GitHub repository. So the reason I do that, because we need this GitHub repository later to deploy our application. And also I'm gonna commit each section inside this GitHub repository, and you can compare your code in that section with my code inside the GitHub repository. And the GitHub repository is going to be available for you as well. In order to add it, you can just stop the terminal using Ctrl+C, and then here you just write down git init to initialize the GitHub repository. Then we're gonna add all the files inside our application using git add all or git add dot, and then we're gonna have git commit. To create a message for that, we just say git commit -m, this -m, and then you just put your message inside a double quote. And this is just say install React.js and Tailwind CSS and create the first template. So once you have written your message, you can just press enter, and this is going to create the commit. Now we can go to GitHub and create our GitHub repository. You just go to your GitHub, you just search here GitHub, and then in the search results, you can just click on github.com. Make sure that you're signed in like me here, and then it's totally free and you can just use it. So just make sure that you sign in, and then you just click on this plus icon and just click on new repository. You just create a name for your repository. I'm just gonna call it MERN-estate, and it's available for me, and then create a description for that. For example, I just say real estate app using MERN and Tailwind CSS. You just can keep it public so everybody can see your GitHub repository, or we can make it private. And once you choose your decision, you just click on create repository. So this is going to tell you which command you need to add it. We have done the initialization part, so we just go ahead in the next part. And then here, as you can see, first we're gonna add this origin with this address. Then we're gonna create a branch, and also we're gonna push our code to this main branch. So I'm gonna copy the first code first and paste it here. We're gonna copy the second one, and finally the last one, which is going to upload our code. So once you see the upload is completed here inside the GitHub, you can refresh the page. You can see all your code is added inside this GitHub repository with this address. So you can have it, you can have access to this one as well, because I kept it public. And also I'm gonna add the final version here for you. You can check. So I'm gonna add it now. I'm gonna copy this code, this URL, and paste it here. Okay, so you can come and check the application before creating it. All right, so that was it for installation of React.js and Tailwind CSS and creating our first template. Also, we have created the GitHub repository. In the next section, we're going to create the pages and routes